Hey, doing another run on West of Loathing. We were exploring the graveyard, so we were looking for the horse in the graveyard. That's right. Okay, so our founder, Zephaniah Boring, 1806 to 1885. He was actually a really interesting guy. Benjamin Crockett, 1320 to 1364. He showed up way too early. Oh, okay. So we're gonna fight a skeleton. Let's get a snake out here. Oh, only 3 on that. Oh, okay. Well, that's good that he's taking some of the damage. And then we'll shoot him. Nice. Let's hope he takes... Yeah. That's good. I like that. I'll just shoot him again. You put a stop to Captain Skeleton's unnatural animation. Cool. Old cavalry saber. And a gold tooth. And my muscle leveled up. So, alright. I would probably like to use that instead of the... Yeah, let's do that, huh? Now, that does damage too. Are there any other ranged weapons that I can use? Provides dig, shiny gold nugget. Just sell it. Briefcase full of snakes. Now I wonder if I look inside. Yeah. So I can keep getting more. I don't need any quite yet. Nurse brand whiskey, crowbar. Yeah. Okay. So I'm still rocking that gun for right now. Yep, we're gonna fight him. I think this is a great strategy. Just get a snake out there. Then he'll just attack the snake. Doesn't work all the time. Alright, let's attack with a sword just because I haven't done that yet. And it's 8 to 9 damage. That's pretty good. Easy. So I skilled up my mysticality. Ooh, ghost horse. You approach the weird, semi-transparent horse cautiously so as to not startle her, though you quickly come to the realization that this is not a horse that startles easily. Hello there. Hi, I'm a friend, okay? No. That's a little strange. How did you do that without opening your mouth? Pat her on the nose. You pat the horse's nose, which is very cold. If you were going to ride her, you would want an extra saddle blanket to keep your butt from freezing. Pat her on the nose again. Still cold, burr. Still cold, burr. You hold out a handful of oats for the horse, but she just sort of stares right through you. Don't look at me like that. What's the matter? Are they not spooky enough? I'm not sure how to make oats spooky. I guess I could put some bone meal on them, but I don't have anything handy to grind up the bones with. Grave dirt? Winnie. Is that a yes? Weird, okay. You sprinkle oats with just a bit of grave dirt and hold them out again. The horse gazes expressionlessly at them and then eats them. And with that, she slides away in the direction of the town. Nice. Anything else? A baby. Cool, we're gonna go to the Frickers. Oh, this Fricker's sleeping. Thud Fricker and the Fricker gang's intrepid lookout appears to be taking a little nap. I'm just gonna shoot him. That doesn't seem very sportsmanlike. You sure you want to do that? Yeah, let's do it. I told you I'm gonna be a little scallywaggy. Really, you're just going to gun down a hapless sleeping man in cold blood. Cold is the only blood I have. Shoot him. He's just a kid. Alright, so at this point I have to bring it to its end. Everybody dies, pull the trigger. Dang, partner. You got a perk Ruthless. Oh, interesting. Okay, so you are a cold-blooded killer, and people can see it in your eyes. It's often the last thing they see, in fact. Ruthless options will be available in some situations. Oh man, crazy. Alright, we're really leaning into it. I don't usually play the bad guy in games. This is interesting. So I don't have foraging. I can't do anything there. There's a pile of random stuff. I got a mug, 25 meat, and silver cufflinks. Okay, another sleeping guy. I mean, jeez. Can you pass this up? Well, let's just not disturb this one. He's gonna come out. You cautiously approach the Fricker gang. They're pretty engrossed in their poker games, so it doesn't actually require that much caution. You hide behind a barrel and eavesdrop on their conversation a while. The one with the eye patch is quiet, but you gather that his name is Snipe, and that the squirrely one is his brother Wimpy. What's your play here? Let's talk to these guys just to see. You know, the fights are easy enough. Howdy boys, deal me in? The one without the eye patch raises an eyebrow at you. Who are you? How'd you get past Thud and Soapy? What do you want? It's Bimmy? He squints at you. Bimmy, you ain't Bimmy. I am too. Back me up here, Snipe. That's awesome. Don't take but one eye to see that what you're full of, dead women. They both reach for their guns. Alright. There probably could have been some cool ways out of that, but I'm totally fine with this. Let's get a snake out there. Oh, okay, so that was a thing that would block some stuff. Might as well throw a dynamite. Dead. Oh, and that doesn't take an action. How nice. Hello. Easy peasy. The leaders of the Fricker gang are all dead by your hand. The sheriff will be proud of you, though you're not sure how your mother would feel. Got some gumption. Got the sheriff's door, and then that guy's still alive. I might as well wake him up and see what he says. Ill-gotten gains. Meat. Got the door. I love these shadows. That is so cool. Mug on the table. Yeah, I'm gonna see what he says. I gotta borrow soap. That's so funny. Let's see what the bar of soap does. Yeah, I don't know. We'll leave him alive just to tell his friends about the battle, Mrs. Logcar. Oh, I can fast travel back, of course. Alright, as of right now we have 530 meat. Let's do the bar first. Found these mugs, 75. That's a good amount. Get his door, I wonder if I gotta talk to him. See, the Fricker gang hasn't put a stop to your breathing. Did you rescue my cell door? You hand the sheriff his door and he hangs it back on its hinges. Nice work, stranger. This here prison cell just got about 4 times more secure. Are there any Fricker boys left for me to round up? Yeah, 1 or 2 that are asleep on the job. I'll go round them up shortly then. Looks like I owe you a reward. 400, okay. Here, just a big bang of meat. Got another little task for you if you got the time. Should be a lot simpler than the last one. Well, the Frickers busted the lock when they took the door. Gonna need a new lock. Cool. I have just enough for a horse, so we might as well do that. Ooh, and I wonder if I get to pick. Oh, okay. That's right, I forgot he was gonna give us money. Alright. Looks like my pale horse made it back safe. Thanks for finding my crazy horse. That's all of them. Here's a little extra. Nice. Afternoon, man, what can I do for you? Can you sell me a horse? Well, let's talk about his injury first. Yeah, I busted my knee while mucking out the showroom. Don't ask how, it's embarrassing. I was gonna get Doc Alice to have a look at it, but she gave up doctoring. Why'd she do that? Nobody knows. She just shut herself up in her office. Says she wouldn't talk to anyone except Nurse Whiskey. Ha ha ha, I have that. Is that an actual nurse, or I'm pretty sure she was being sarcastic. Cool. Well, I want to buy a horse from him. Ah, cool. I gotta do the one with crazy eyes. 1,000 meat. Is there something wrong with him? He's perfectly functional. Well, he's always sneaking off in 1,000 Snakes Gulch. We know that. It's more like he does it to forget about the crazy things he sees all the time anyway. Yeah, I'm absolutely gonna take him. I got the achievement, Horse Senseless. Cool. Oh, and I get to name him. Oh, awesome. Shoot. Scrimbles. Scrimble salad. Can't do a salad. Scrimbles. Yeah, Scrimbles is fine. Scrimbles the horse. Got a nice ring to it. Almost forgot. Free with every horse purchase is a complimentary map. Cool. Look at this thing. Can I just get on it? Oh, awesome. Well, I don't want to go out of town. Not yet, at least. Let's talk to this guy. See if he's selling anything new. Soap for a lock. Oh, perfect. And he needs bickering. Let's see if I can get Alice. Whiskey delivery for you, Doc. What brand? Nurse Whiskey, your favorite, I'm led to believe. Didn't know she makes house calls. Alright, hold on. You hear a rattle as she unlocks the door. Enter the house. Okay, cool. That's a lot of TNT. Buy a fire. Stove is spotless. Either she's really compulsive about cleaning or she never cooks. Hey Doc, can I look at your books? Not until you give me that whiskey you promised me. Okay, fine. Open. You grab a pair of tweezers and pluck some of your more unsightly eyebrows. Doc Alice looks to be about in her 50s. Her hair is graying and her face lined. But her eyes are still clear and sharp, if bloodshot. She holds out her hand. Whiskey, stat. Give it to her. She cracks open the whiskey and fills a small flask she takes out of her pocket. And then she puts the flask back in her pocket and starts chugging out of the bottle. Geez, Doc, that doesn't seem healthy. Who's the doctor here, me or you? Okay, point taken. And then I get to look at her books. Sure, if you want to, not that they're going to do you much good in this doom-forsaken hellhole. You should try being less cheerful, Doc. Oh, okay. Go from the top. The book tells the story of legendary treasure, a massive chest full of premium meat secreted in the hidden sense, not in the extruded sense. Secreted. In the western desert by an old crowhand named Curly Butterfield. Cowhand, not crowhand. That'd be weird. Leaf through the life and works of Fred Ferguson. This book purports to be a Civil War surgeon's autobiography, but flipping through it, you mostly just find its lists of reasons that drinking alcohol is bad. So it's actually a work of ludicrous speculative fiction. Haha. At least there are some useful appendices in the back and some diagrams of appendices. You start flipping through the goblin language book. It's confusing at first, but you eventually get so engrossed that by the time you take a break from reading, several blurfs have passed. And you also know that blurf is the goblin word for hour. You have learned to speak goblin, sort of. Awesome. Make like a tree and leaf. Does she have anything else to say? Oh, okay, cool. So, what's the matter? The whole world's gone to hell in a horse cart. And you ask, what's the matter? Bandits, cow demons, dead men walking. Why don't you go ahead and pick one, and I'll drink to that. Dead men walking? You haven't seen it? Corpses and skeletons staggering around like puppets with half their strings cut, looking to take a bite out of the living. Oh yeah, there was a skeleton in the cemetery. It's nice to get some outside confirmation that I'm not losing my damn mind. How's that even possible? It is impossible. It goes against everything I know about medicine. Dead patients don't get back up. Patients? Oh, ouch. Doc Alice turns away, grimacing. Every doctor loses one now and again. You never get used to it, but well, it happens. But what doesn't happen is them coming back afterward and looking for revenge. That must be pretty rough. Rough, Missy, I don't think you comprehend the situation. It's not just patients, it's neighbors, friends, husbands. Oh, indeed. She turns away from you and focuses her attention back on the bottle. Okay. So, from there we are going to go back to the sheriff. Oh my god, his lock. That'll do nicely. The sheriff puts the lock on the cell door and accidentally drops the key and it clatters into the cell. Hellfire. Don't suppose you know how to pick a lock, stranger? You got a needle handy? I think I might. I don't remember. Yeah, there we go. You definitely picked the lock. Thank you kindly, stranger. If Boring Springs ever gets any more criminals, they'd better watch out. That's a good job you've done. Here, have this souvenir for your time. Replica of a replica sheriff badge. Let's see what that does. Wonder if I can like sneak into places. Ah, a little armor. Okay, I think it's time to get on the horse, head on out. Well, actually, let's check the map. Yeah, alright. Ride Scrimbles out of town. Once you leave Boring Springs, you won't be able to come back. Any unfinished business you've got will forever remain unfinished. Are you sure you're ready to leave? I think so. I don't think I have anything else that I want to do. Yeah, I'm good. Alrighty then, you're properly horsed and ready to start your new life in the West. All you need now is a partner, someone to share the trail with, somebody you can rely on for emotional and combat support. Who will you take with you? Well, I guess that's the only person I can. You pop back into the saloon and collect Crazy Pete. Hit the trail. Oh, one last thing before you go. Up until this point, I've been automatically spending your experience points for you. I'm happy to keep doing it, and I promise to give you a nice, well-rounded experience. Shall I keep it up, or would you prefer to decide for yourself where your XP gets spent? You can always change this later in the options menu. Oh no, we should probably do it manually. I didn't realize that was going to be an option. Okay, you now have the option of turning yourself into some kind of unbalanced weirdo if you want. Yeah, that's probably going to happen. I'm not the greatest at balancing. Whatever. Open your character screen when you want to spend XP. You consult the southeast-west map the Hostler gave you. It only lists two things: the town of Dirtwater and the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company's westernmost camp. Cool. Heading to Dirtwater. That guy is... Is that my partner? That might be my partner. It is. Howdy, Pete. Well, now, if you're interested in mining and such, I happen to know a little mine not too far from here. Okay, is it a good one? Ain't never been. We'll have to explore it to find out. Cool. Am I forgetting about anything? Pete says you should see the bartender about renting that room in Dirtwater. It'd be nice to have a base of operations. Cool. That girl looks mad. Oh. Comb his mane. Sort of makes a glork noise. Yeah, leave him alone. Alright, so people walking by don't really interact with you. We got water for horses. Yeah, we'll do it in order, like everything. Another spittoon. That one might not have anything in there. Oh, this is a big thing. This is a big place. Hey, how come they're allowed to drink without hats on? Alright, we're going up to the stage. Hit the cowbell. Hit it again. Is there anything that's gonna happen? Probably not. Seat back up. 1 XP. That's funny. And one more for good luck. There's a sign that says, see bartender for darts. Go in the kitchen. This lady's too busy washing dishes. The shelf is full of canned, bottled ingredients and boxes of slop helper. Hey, what are you doing here? Employees only, bud. Oh, sorry, I was just, looking around. So you're the nosy type, eh? Well, I prefer adventuresome. As it happens, there's something you can do for me. I'm out of the saltpeter and need someone to go pick up some more. Is that used to make gunpowder? And other things. Look, who's the chef here? Me or you? Okay, where can I find it? Your best bet is military camp. Because it's used to make gunpowder. Shut up, the nearest one is Fort Cowardice. They keep it in little green jars. Cool. Atop this potbelly stove is a pot full of slop. This is where the chef preps ingredients for cooking. Parks his beer there too. Alright, let's check out the slop. Got a plate of slop. These guys are having a spirited discussion about guns and which of theirs is nicer. Piano player is not very good at his job. What are you talking about? The old man stares off into the distance, listening to the piano. He doesn't react to you at all. Oh, hello, poker room. Rules. Read one of them. Deuces are wild, and trays of diamonds are double wild. A backwards straight beats a backwards flush. Any player passing out drunk at the table immediately wins the game. Alright. Play poker. Yeah, might as well. I got tons of money. You sit down at the poker table. Dealer emerges from somewhere in the back. Lady to your right introduces herself as Mildred, and the player to your left name is Ben. Ante up. Dealer gives you the deck a shuffle, and then deals a hand of cards, glides across the table. It's really a great hand. A pair of jacks, a suicide queen, and a suicide jack of diamonds. It's the first round. The pot is 60 meat, and you estimate your chances of winning are about 40%. So I could moxiously raise, forcefully strategize, check. Let's do Moxie. You wink at Ben, plop 20 more meat down. The second round of betting, the pot is 120 meat, and you estimate your chances of winning is 40% still. So I'm gonna check. Mildred grumbles and taps the table. Ben scowls and checks. In the last round of betting, time to do or die. The pot is 120 meat, and you estimate your chances of winning about 50%. Oh boy. Let's do this. Scrumptiously strategize. You arrange your cards into more aesthetically pleasing spread. Plus 20! That's so funny. Reveal your cards. You force your opponents to read them and weep. George is straight. Mildred grins and reveals her hands a straight. Ben smiles broadly and reveals his hands a George a flush. You lost. Bummer. Cool, that's fun. We'll probably come back and do a little more of that. If I'm running low, maybe. Alright, I guess we're gonna check out the frickin' spittoon. This is a spittoon, which is sort of a brass bucket that people spit into instead of spitting on the floor, because not spitting at all is not an option in this society, I guess. I say this despite knowing that you're pretty intimately familiar with spittoons already, sicko. That's awesome. I have to inspect it. Look, the Jewel Saloon is pretty nice as saloons go. Actual glass in the windows, more than 2 kinds of drinks, a poker room instead of a cockfighting pit. But this spittoon is still a spittoon. The rancid tobacco spit inside isn't fancy rancid tobacco spit. I gotta do it. Just like stepping in the poop, I gotta do it. Here we go again. Alright, fine. You are now hunkered down next to the brass filth bucket, which has probably never been cleaned or emptied because you're near the desert and the ambient humidity around here is pretty low. Low enough that the spit evaporates nearly as quickly as it accumulates. So that's good, right? No, that's bad because it's only the water part of the spit that evaporates. The brass bucket is half full of the rest of the spit, the toxins, the filth that don't evaporate, several years worth, distilled and concentrated until it's the consistency of molasses. People aren't allowed to flick cigarette butts into the spittoon anymore because they bounce out. Search it. You're about to put your hand into a bucket of something the color and viscosity of maple syrup, except instead of maple, it's flavored with the inside of mouths of people who chew cigars instead of smoking them and have never brushed their teeth. Yeah. It feels like putting your hand into a bucket of lukewarm tapioca pudding. Except instead of tapioca, it's basically poison. It smells like someone ran over a skunk, waited a week, and then set it on fire. It feels like your hand is dissolving. Keep searching. Alright. You found something. You found a tacky, filth-covered porcelain cow figure, a useless, disgusting thing that will make a great heirloom for your children, assuming you're still able to have any after and you hate them. Alright, you have to hold this little porcelain cow upside down because it's filled with tobacco spit and you don't want to spill out the little hole in the bottom. It goes in your offhand. Yeah, man. I'm gonna keep searching those. Alright, so it automatically did that. Now, do I have anything to spend? Oh, I do. No, I don't. Oh man, there's a bunch of stuff, huh? Cool. Gal doesn't look like she's in the mood to talk. Grossing conversation. There's a bartender. Well, howdy there. It's always nice to see a new face in town. Welcome to the Jewel Saloon. Hi there. Hi, thanks, I'm Drogbar. Glad to know ya, Drogbar. Folks around here just call me Lloyd. What can I do for you? Nice to meet you, Lloyd. Alright. I'll have a shot of bourbon. Cool. Increases maximum HP. That's nice. And then... who's the old man by the piano? Oh, that's old Ellsbury. A tragic fella he is. He was a writer and a poet. Came out west to sell his stories, but nobody was buying. Too weird. Fantastical. Too bad, I love that stuff. Well, it don't matter much anyhow. He had to get normal work to make ends meet. Did passing well as a prosecutor until one day he lost his mind in a mind. You know what I mean. He saw something that made him stop telling weird tales, made him stop talking near completely, come to that. He just stands there by the piano nowadays. It seems to calm him down, and as long as he doesn't make any trouble, I don't mind him too much. Feel a little sorry for him, to be honest. Poor fella. Let's get some darts. The sign on the dartboard says to see you. Oh, sorry, the darts got broken months ago. That's disappointing. Need any help with anything? Well, if you're handy with mechanical type stuff, something's gone wrong with our piano player. I thought the music sounded a little off. Yeah, it's not supposed to sound like that. Let's see what I can do. Thanks, I'd have poked around him myself, but I lost the key. Suddenly taking a strange turn. Well, let's also talk to him about the room. That's right, finest room in the house, and plenty of room for your partner too. You interested? How much does it cost? Well, that's where you're in luck. The previous tenant was a banker fella and paid a month in advance, right before getting himself killed by bandits. You seem like a decent source. The room's yours if you want it. Cool. Let's go talk to this, well, actually, let's see if we can say anything to him. Nothing. Try to fix him. Oh, I don't have a needle. That's my partner. You been here before? Oh, sure. I've been all over these territories. Even spent a little time up in Canada when I was younger. They got a thing they do with gravy and potatoes. That's just fascinating. Oh, man, poutine is so good. Nice. I was falling asleep during the brawl. Guest rooms. Insult yourself. What? I can't in effect. Angry. Oh, nice. Oh, if your anger level gets higher than 1, you'll pass out from rage. So yeah, I don't want to insult myself again. Nice view. Postcard, taking it. Blank postcard. And this is, oh, okay, I see. Now I can sleep, or no, I can sleep over here. I don't see the reason to quite yet. So the only reason to would be to, like, if your liver is filled up or your spleen or whatever, but I'm good on that. I think I'm good on this place too. We can leave. On to the next one. Well, actually, you know what? I'll stop it there and we'll explore this place next time. It's a decently short little run. I'm getting tired though. It's late here. Alright, see you next time. Good night if it's night. Good morning if it's morning. It's night for me, so I'm going to bed.